The top reasons to move to Dana Point, California. So in this video, I'm going to go through all of the different reasons why most people choose to live in Dana Point, why it's one of my favorite cities in all of Orange County, but I'm going to break this up in a different way. I'm going to go over the basics that you might already know about Dana Point, and I'll sprinkle in a little bit of, local, I know what I'm talking about for Dana Point. But then I'm going to go into a little bit more detail with the advanced reasons that maybe not everybody is super familiar with when thinking about moving to Dana Point. And if you're watching this video, it probably is because you're thinking about moving to, or you just heard about Dana Point, you wanted some more information. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Christian Stubbs. I'm a co-founder and team leader here at the SV Luxury Group, where we focus on Orange County real estate, buying, selling, investing, and financing. So if you are like a lot of our clients thinking about making a move to or from Orange County, give us a follow and reach out with any questions you have. But let's dive into the reasons that most people are moving to Dana Point, California. I'm going to go over the basics, like I said, and I'll go through these pretty quickly. So if you already know Dana Point, you want to skip through them, go for it. Here it is. You have unbelievable weather. You're in Orange County, right on the coast. I will say one thing with the weather in Dana Point, as opposed to its neighboring coastal cities, which are Laguna Beach and San Clemente, is Dana Point doesn't get quite as much of the fog that comes inland from the ocean, so you get a little bit more clear days in Dana Point than you might in some of the other cities, but I wouldn't say that's really a big reason. But the weather's unbelievable in Dana Point, fantastic 90% of the year. Dana Point has some of the best beaches. So when we're talking about beaches, I'm talking about access. They're unbelievably easy to swim. You have a ton of sand, not super scary if you're not comfortable in the ocean. These are really safe, convenient, family-friendly beaches, and I'm talking all of them in Dana Point. They all have really good access. You might have some stairs to go down if you're at Strands, but outside of that, Salt Creek, you can take the kids with a wagon. They don't even have to move. There's no stairs. You have Salt Creek where you got 3 different ways to get down there. Strands as well too. And then you got Doheny where you can literally pull up the car into almost the sand. So the beaches in Dana Point are super accessible, really, really family friendly. You also have fantastic surfing spots as well too. But really more important than anything is they're just easy. Other cities in Orange County, like Laguna Beach, is famous for having the best beaches in California. They're all really hard to get to. Parking's a total nightmare. You're parking on the streets. You have beautiful beaches, yes, cliffs, unbelievable properties. Dana Points are just easier. I've gone to Laguna Beach to go to the beach maybe a handful of times. I always go to Dana Point when I go out. Huntington and Newport have sand for miles. It's very flat, kind of maybe boring in a lot of places. Dana Point is a really, really nice mix of easy, convenient, easy sand, good surf. Dana Point's great for beaches. Location. Dana Point is a coastal city that's right next to the freeway, which is really nice. Now, all the fancy, nice places in Dana Point aren't on the freeway, which is good because you don't have road noise with that. But from most places in Dana Point, not quite all, but from most places in Dana Point, you're to the freeway within 10 minutes, which is huge because we know about Laguna Beach and some places, Newport, not so bad, maybe Huntington, but you're a good 15-20 minutes from the freeway. And if you have traffic or one of the 1 or 2 entrances to the city are blocked off, you can have a lot of problems. So Dana Point's location, yes, it's much farther south in Orange County. It's pretty much the bottom of Orange County besides San Clemente, but it's really close to the freeway, so it's easy access in and out, especially if you're commuting to San Diego. Being on the south side is a good thing. If it's LA, it's a little bit longer of a drive. Location's fantastic with Dana Point. Okay, let's go a little bit more of the advanced stuff. The weather, the beaches, location, I mean, everybody really knows that. Dana Point has always been a pass-through city. Let's go into some of the more advanced stuff. Dana Point is totally redoing the harbor. Now, when I say redoing the harbor, they are redoing everything. As I'm filming this video right now, all they've done so far is start the boat slips, making more boat slips, making bigger boat slips, and making it new. What they're doing here is they're doing a harbor revitalization, and I won't go into all the detail there. We'll have another video on that specifically. But basically what they're going to do is they're going to make the harbor really nice, really high-end, really fancy. It's going to really dramatically improve property values in the area. Not that they need improving, but it's going to help. We've had a ton of other people come and invest in Dana Point as well too. They've built out Del Prado, and all of this leads to a luxury lifestyle that's only going to increase. We're going to see a dramatic increase over the next 10 years in Dana Point, not only in property values, but more of that luxury feel as more and more of the new moves into Dana Point. It won't be a pass-through city like it has been for quite some time. Obviously, you're in a coastal Orange County city. It's a little bit more of a sleepy feel than you would see in Newport, and then Laguna as well too. But Dana Point is going to be moving more towards that luxury lifestyle that everybody loves. Number 2 is a strong economy. There are some enormous corporations that have hotels in Dana Point that are not going anywhere. The Monarch Beach Club actually just sold to Waldorf Astoria a couple years back for hundreds of millions of dollars, and that is prime real estate right next to the Ritz-Carlton. So needless to say, Dana Point has a really, really strong economy. There's a lot of key players in there, and lots of new businesses going in, which is always a good sign. Now, let me move to another one, because those are, I don't want to say basic, but those are pretty straightforward when you're moving with Orange County coastal, is you're going to have a strong economy, and it's going to be luxurious and expensive. Let's move to it being super family friendly. Dana Point is a very family friendly place. Like I said in the beginning, the beach is super easy. So if you have a young family, you can go down to Dana Point, you can go to Doheny, you can go camping. There's a lot of different options there. And if you live in Dana Point, there are a ton of single family normal homes. I say normal because if you're looking in Newport or Laguna Beach, these get outrageously expensive. You can buy a normal house in Dana Point that's a 3, 4, 5 bedroom house, and it'd be, relatively affordable. You can get into $1.5 million for a 4 or 5 bedroom large home. Now, it's not going to have an ocean view. It's not going to have a crazy huge lot, but you can be 5-10 minutes from, not even 10 minutes from the beach. You can be a bike ride from the beach in a normal house under $2 million. There is a huge amount of property that is kind of over the hill in Golden Lantern that's more inland a little bit. You're a bike ride away from getting down to the beaches, getting down to the heart of Dana Point. Those are huge things, and it's a very family-friendly, safe place. You're not going to be going out to restaurants and be worried about dress code and all these other things. Kids are welcome pretty much everywhere. Dana Point is a really family-friendly place. Baby beach, hiking trails, your Doheny, all campground, all that stuff. Really family-friendly, which is fantastic. Lots of good schools that are both public and phenomenal private schools. There's really a lot of good stuff around families. So you don't have to go to an Irvine, you don't have to go to a Ladera Ranch or Talega. You can live right where you want on the coast and still have all those good family things. Now, the next one is just an unbelievable real estate market. If you want to talk more in detail about that, reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to talk in detail, because Dana Point has all across the spectrum different types of properties. You have single family properties that are anywhere from $1 million to $50 million, but you have condos that you can buy a starter home for $520,000. We just recently saw one listed. You have retirement communities. You have all kinds of different homes in between. There's a lot of multifamily. So if you like living and investing where you live, you can buy your single family or a beach condo, and you can buy multifamily there as well too. These are all going up dramatically in value. A lot of these have not been sold for quite some time, and are more recently, we're seeing more and more coming on the market. We're also seeing a lot of these smaller properties getting sold and developed. And when we start seeing new construction go up in Dana Point, real estate values are going to go up dramatically on top of the harbor renovations as well too. So I can go on and on and on this forever. Dana Point, in my opinion, is the best place to park your money over the next 10 years if you're looking for appreciation. Now, again, if you want to talk more about the real estate market in Dana Point, give me a holler. I would love to go through that in detail, especially for whatever it is that you are specifically looking for. Okay, so last but not least, of the top reasons to move to Dana Point, you have that Dana Point is not quite as much of a tourist trap as some of your other cities in Dana Point are. Everybody in the whole world knows Laguna Beach, Newport Beach, even Huntington Beach being Surf City. But Dana Point, if you're just starting your research in Orange County, you probably hadn't heard of before. That is good and bad. Obviously, your real estate values in Dana Point aren't nearly as high as you'd see in Laguna Beach or Newport. If somebody's coming into Orange County to travel, they're probably going to be going for Newport, Laguna, or maybe Huntington, not Dana Point. The good part about that is you are going to have way less tourist traffic in Orange County than you would in Laguna Beach or Newport. That's good and bad. Property values in those areas are partially tied to just being so well known, and Dana Point will become more and more well known as it just becomes more popular over time with a harbor, and just word of mouth is getting way more value to Dana Point than it did in the past, and that's only going to keep happening. But for the time being, most people that are in Dana Point are local. They know Dana Point. They're there for a reason. They're not just, tourists. And that's good and bad. So Dana Point, for the meantime, does not have a ton of tourist traffic. It'll get worse over time, but it's never going to be as bad as Laguna Beach or Newport or anything like that. All right, now one last bonus is going to be, this is pretty new as well too, I'd say over the last maybe 3-5 years, is we have a tremendous amount of amazing restaurants and bars in Dana Point, California. So we've got Glass Par, which is an unbelievable seafood restaurant down by the water. You've got Jimmy's, you've got Coastal Kitchen, you've got the restaurants at both the Waldorf and the Ritz-Carlton. You've got all kinds of different stuff, and it's not quite as crazy as you're going out to Newport. Good luck getting a table and all of that. You really can go out to Dana Point, or you can go just take your golf cart and ride down, and you can be at a restaurant within almost walking or biking distance from anywhere, and it's easy, it's convenient. I love Dana Point for this reason. All right, so let's go back and recap what our top reasons are. So obviously we've got weather, location, beaches. Those are obviously really straightforward for anywhere in Orange County. I do think Dana Point has the second best beaches behind Laguna Beach. I prefer going to them because they're way more convenient than Laguna. Location's fantastic. I like that you can get to the freeway in about 10 minutes from anywhere in Dana Point for the most part. So let's go to some more of the advanced reasons. Very luxurious market that's only going to be increased and elevated. Very strong economy for pretty much the same reason. A lot of keystone properties in there, a lot of keystone businesses that are not going anywhere. Very family friendly. That lifestyle is fantastic. An unbelievable real estate market. Not quite the tourist trap as some of the other cities. And you've got a lot of restaurants. It's very low key in a lot of places, so you can go and just have a nice time. So these are some of the top reasons to move to Dana Point. If I missed any of your favorite reasons, go ahead and drop a comment or shoot me a message. So if you are thinking about moving to Dana Point or any of the surrounding cities in Orange County, you can always reach out. You can find me on Instagram. It's just Christian Stubbs. You can go to our website, SB Luxury Group. Find me, send a message, and I would love to help you through your next move to Orange County or really anywhere else. So again, thanks for watching, and I hope you're subscribed to the YouTube channel if you like to see more videos like this. Talk soon. Bye.